How's it, Oaks? Welcome back to The Straight Line, the show where we talk all things South African road and track cycling. How cool is that jingle? If you've been around in cycling, you've been watching cycling for long enough, you'll recognize that tune. That's from late the 90s, watching the Tour de France. That was the intro jingle. I remember watching it as a lighty. It was like the highlight of the day was to watch a half an hour package of the Tour de France. With that being said and done, it is the night before the Tour de France, the day before the Tour de France. Excitement's building. I'm really looking forward to a 3 weeks cycling palooza. It's going to be fantastic watching cycling every day and catching up on what's going on. I think it's going to be a really cool time. But anyway, let's get back to why we are here to talk all things South African road and track cycling. So first up on the list here, Ashleigh Moolman-Pasio. She's going to be taking on the Giro d'Italia Femme version that starts on Sunday. As we speak, Lisa-Anne Lowe is currently racing at the Volta Portugal. She is on stage 3 now as we speak. Glad to see her getting back racing, getting stuck into the action. She had a bad crash 2 months ago, broke her arm, but yeah, she's fighting back and doing well. Then Tiffany Keep over in England. She's doing the National Criterium Series. Yesterday in Otley, she managed to run 8th, and then today she's racing in Ilkley. No, there's no secret here. I do love Criterium Racing. It's like that there is a British series, and they're coaching for Criterium Cycling. Maybe in South Africa we can have something like that as well. What do you guys think? Right, then we go over to the Oaks. The unit packer, Ryan Gibbons. He is getting up for the Tour of Austria. That starts early next week. He's had a pretty shit start to the early part of the year. Knee injuries and niggles and just unable to really get going. He's had a break, got himself sorted out. Hopefully he can build lacquer and finish off with something nicely with the Vuelta España at the end of the year. Then we go to Stefan de Bod. He is currently in China at the Tour of the Qinghai Lake. That starts also on Sunday. 8-day stage race, ridiculous altitudes. I think the lowest altitude that's 2,400 meters, and they go up to something stupid like 4,000 meters. He's had a good run so far this year. So good results in Turkey. See if you can follow up with that with a great result, a good performance in China. Then Pedri Krauser and Joshua Dyke, they're both going to be racing next week, the Vuelta Madrid. Yeah, a 5-day stage race. Then hopping over to Portugal, Kieran Gorge. He is flying out of South Africa tomorrow. He's had a bit of a break back here in South Africa, and then he goes straight over to Portugal, and then he starts racing. Boom! Next week, Thursday, in the Grand Prix Torres Vedras. That is from Friday to Sunday. No, Thursday to Sunday. Then we go to the northern parts of Europe. You've got Blaine Kick. He's racing tomorrow, a 120 kilometer Comesa, also on a 2.5 kilometer lap. So it's round and round and technicality. But given what Blaine's been up to the last while, he's really taken a liking to these types of events. He's been getting some very good results and good performances along the way. Then to Belgium, we've got Reese Burrell and Matthew Sim. They're also going to be racing a Comesa tomorrow, 120 Ks in Inglemunster. Then the Team ASAP World, they've got 3 riders lining up for racing of the weekend on Saturday and Sunday. Van den Hofmeyer, Steph Marcia, Daniel King. On Saturday, they're going to be racing in Denderwindelen. I'm not Flemish. I understand a bit of Dutch. If I hear a name of a town called Denderwindelen, I'm assuming there's going to be a fair bit of wind there. So good luck, boys. Then on Sunday, they're going to be lining up in Swalem. Both those races about the 120K mark. Then we jump over to our junior men. Team on Track, they're racing on Saturday and Sunday. Also crits in Belgium. You've got Zane Salzwedel, Daniel Leroux, Jeffrey Dixon, Morgan Jones, Rates Hofmeyer. Then in Luxembourg, Zander Rasmus is going to be racing for his team, his trade team this year, Krabby Destiny. On Saturday, he's got the GP General Patton, and then on Sunday, the Grand Prix of Luxembourg. Then 2 of our juniors that are based on long term in Europe this year, Carter Barnes and Nicholas van der Merwe. They're both going to be racing the Tour of Val Romy starting next Thursday. It's one of the more prestigious stage races for juniors in the world. Yeah, it's nice to see that our 2 Glighties are getting involved in the mix. I think that's pretty much a summary of what we've got to what is happening today. I think with the Tour de France, that does take center stage for the coming weeks. Yeah, guys, be sure to catch Steve Saunders and I on Monday at 12:30. We'll have a recap of what's been going on in the world of cycling in South Africa. Until then, guys, catch you later. Cheers. Bye.